And a half in the NBA. My pleasure. A three-time first-team all-defense. He made it in this league because he could play defense. He was annoying. Kobe said he's the best defensive player that ever guarded him. Absolute pleasure to bring on Tony Allen. Celtics, of course. Memphis still lives there. So let's get into this. You made your way. Eddie Sutton in college at Oklahoma State said, son, you're going to make the NBA if you play defense. And so you decided, I'm going to be a defensive player. So let's talk about the Kobe stuff, because Kobe said you were a pain in the butt. How was Kobe to defend?
Well, he was very hard to defend. I mean, you look at his game, there's nothing he can't do. He could shoot. You go into the pick and roll, he's going to pull up. You know, you dare him to shoot from three, he's going to shoot the three. And he's relentless going to the hole. So you take a guy like that whose confidence is sky high, and who's very skilled, great footwork. He's hard to guard. I mean, he's a low for anybody.
What if you made him miss 3 straight shots?
He still wouldn't get discouraged. Like, he's shooting the first shot. Every shot is like his first shot after warm-ups.
Really?
He never get discouraged.
Now, LeBron's a little different, though.
Yeah, with LeBron, I think, like, if he missed like 3 or 4, you know, you saw it in the Dallas Maverick series where they went zone. And I think, you know, shooting kind of discouraged him early on in his career. I don't know about now. But when I was defending LeBron, it's like...
His confidence level dipped.
It dipped. And I would have to agree with
that. Now,
let's
ask about James Harden. So you saw a very early James Harden. He drives me nuts. He's developed into a great offensive player. How do you get under his skin?
It's kind of hard. You basically got to force him to the way he doesn't want to go. And that's right. You know, and he still gets his numbers. He still gets the call when he goes and try to get fouled. But most importantly, just compete. A lot of time with these guys, you just can't get discouraged. You got to live with the game plan. And if they finish with a big night on you, it's what the team wanted. So, but me, on the other hand, I take it personal. Like, I try to do a little bit different than scouting report. You know what I mean? So, like, they might tell me to shade him left. I might just stick him straight up just to see what he going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always did that throughout my career. So,
was there a great NBA player you felt you got under his skin a little?
Yeah, but he not really no guy we talk about.
Who?
Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin's a good player.
Yeah, I kind of harassed him a lot throughout my career.
Were you a trash talker? You were physical as hell.
I speak in third person. So if I get a good stop, I say, good job, TA.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of irritating for them.
So the 3 best guys, you said hardest to defend, Kobe, Kevin, and James Harden. Yeah, Kevin, good luck. LeBron's not on that list. And some of it is he loses confidence.
I mean, at the time I was playing with him, you know. I'm playing against him. I thought part of that was me being confident as well, you know, and me competing and being ready for the challenge. And I just saw when I played him, he wasn't just that confident in shooting the shot, although that was the scouting report. But most guys who we think are the prolific guys, they take those shots. Like, you better not leave me open. I didn't see that in him at the time. That's when he was in Cleveland, though.
And then he went to Miami.
I ain't get a load of him then. I was in Memphis by then.
Tony Allen's joining us, 3-time first-team All-NBA. What do you make of a player like Westbrook? Dynamic, not a great shooter. So you face a Westbrook where you can give him some space because he's not going to burn you on threes. Is he a hard guy to defend, an easier guy to defend? Harden Westbrook, to me, may not work. What was Westbrook like?
I think Westbrook, he was one of those guys who was just nonstop energy, one of those guys who was relentless as well. Never saw a shot he didn't like. But one thing that sticks out about him, he's not scared to go to that offensive glass. He's not scared to make a backdoor cut when maybe, say, like a guy like Harden is in motion on the dribble. You know, I think he do a lot of things, little things that'll help that ball club. You probably don't think that duo will work. But I think if he take the initial that I'm going to sit back, I'm going to let you do you, Harden, and I'm going to attack the glass, getting people involved, and, you know, get out on the break. I think that'll be a good fit for him, and he'll blossom.
What do you make? You were a guy that took a great deal of pride and effort. What do you make of load management?
Load management, in my day, you was kind of being a wuss. You know?
Sure.
And now it's kind of helpful for guys in their careers, but I think it hurt the fan ultimately. You know, Just think if my little cousin or someone wanted to come see a Kawhi Leonard.
I grew up in a small town. I went to one game a year. It was a 2.5-hour drive to get to a game.
So like that, for an example, and let's just say it was Bird or Magic or whoever didn't play, you'd probably been hurt.
Yeah.
It probably killed your moment.
I went to the Kingdome, watched Larry Bird play, and if Larry Bird didn't play, it would have been a waste of. I mean, I remember as a kid going because you didn't have all the games on TV. So Larry Bird just saw in the playoffs, and I'm like, oh, Larry Bird's coming to Seattle once a year, and I went and saw him play.
Yeah, and that would have hurt you if he not played.
Well, let's talk Kawhi Leonard. I said before, here's how I judge the best player in the game. I need a bucket. Number one guy in the league right now, Kawhi Leonard. I need a stop. Number one guy in the league right now, Kawhi. If I need a bucket or a stop. So I think Kawhi's the best player today, this moment in the NBA. Do you?
I mean, coming off a run like he just left with Toronto, I would agree. But I don't know. It's a lot of basketball left. It's early, you know. I want to see how this team develop throughout the year. They haven't hit no adversity yet, you know. I'm not a big fan of Zubac neither. I really think they need to, you know, improve in that area. But defensively, you're right. If we have to get a stop, we're going through Kawhi. If we have to get a bucket, we're going through Kawhi.
He's got a little, you know, he's a cross between Kobe length and Michael hand size. Yeah. You didn't guard Michael. How would you stop Kawhi?
Well, to me, Kawhi plays a lot like Mike in the sense that he backs the ball up. So basically, you got to be ready to get in that weight room to defend that strength. And his IQ as far as being a guard and a power forward, 'cause you know he played power forward in college. I think he kind of got the edge, and he mixes it up. So you got to be ready to be in the weight room with a guy like him.
So when was your first year in the NBA?
2004.
So you didn't play Michael. You got Kobe, though, in his prime.
I got Kobe in his prime. He gave me 42 points one game.
Really?
6 fouls in 8 minutes.
What timeouts? Come again. You got 6 fouls in 8 minutes?
In 8 minutes against Kobe.
How'd you sleep that night?
I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. I was so embarrassed. And I think that game right there made me really start paying attention to film. I started watching film more and more after that. Because I was like, yo, how did he foul me out?
By the way, did he say anything to you? Did he ever show you that he respected you, Kobe?
No, but he definitely disrespected me that day. Because when I fouled out, he waved at me. Yeah.
He waved at you?
Yeah, I remember that vividly.
Was he a trash talker?
Yeah. He'll let you know if you got a good block. He'll say good shot, a good block. He talked to you. Kobe's a talker.
Were you a talker?
No, I ain't had no time to talk because my room for error was short. So
it's interesting. You know, we always think of there's pressure on the shooter, but you'd go into a series, the pressure was on you.
Exactly.
I mean, did you sense that pressure?
Yeah, I can recall series where coaches would say, you know, well, you got this guy, Tony, it's on you to ultimately bring us home defensively, and I'll be sitting somewhere in my seat like, whoa. But it's a challenge. I'm up for it. I always embraced it, never shied away from it.
Who was the best coach you had?
That's a good question. I have to say Doc Rivers.
Why?
I don't know. He pretty much let me know what I was going to need to do to stay in the league. You know, I was playing right alongside Ray Allen and Paul Pierce, and, you know, sometimes I would shoot shots that were ill-advised.
And what did he say?
He'd tell me, yo, like, if you want to stay on this court and let alone be in this league, you need to swing, and go get you a rebound, put back, or get it in transition.
And it didn't bother you when he said that?
No.
He was honest.
He was blatantly honest.
Yeah, I'm a huge Doc Rivers fan. Mm-hmm. You know, I think Doc Rivers treats you like a grown-up. I think he's honest. Not all coaches do, by the way.
No, coaches do.
Did you ever get in a good fight in the NBA?
Nobody really ever attempted to fight me. I don't know.
You know, you were tough. I always thought you were a tough guy. You didn't think you were
a nice guy? Man.
You were kind of intimidating, though.
Yeah, probably when I grow my hair. Other than that, I'm a nice guy, man.
14 years, he still lives in Memphis. Absolute pleasure. Love to have you on the show again. One of the great defensive players, and a guy really that took an incredible, Bruce Bowen's another one, took incredible pride in his defense. Tony Allen, great meeting you. Speak for yourself coming up next.
Absolutely.